to our show. Today we're with Abby Rockmacher at the Dilly Bean. Hi, Abby. So you've got this great new store in downtown Schenectady on J Street. Tell me how it came about.
So I originally started professionally pickling about 7 years ago, and I loved it. I fell in love with it right away. So I'd been playing around with the idea of opening my own pickle store, and I originally had a line in Saratoga at Four Seasons, and then in October, Crossroads was splitting and was selling half of her store, and the more I looked into it, the more I realized that this was something I could do. And with the support of my family, a couple months later, here I am opening the Dilly Bean.
So tell me, what is the Dilly Bean?
So the Dilly Bean is a natural food store with a lot of homemade goods. We specialize in lacto fermentation. It's the natural way of pickling. We right now have 6 different pickled products, but as soon as I get local produce, probably around June, the lines will be expanding and we will be pickling everything.
So are dilly beans something that's pickled?
Yeah, a dilly bean is a pickled green bean. As a little kid, I would eat them at my great uncle's, and they were my absolute favorite food. And picking out the name for the Dilly Bean was probably the hardest thing of putting a business together. I tossed around every idea that you could possibly think of, and finally I just thought of the Dilly Bean and it fit perfectly.
So besides beans, now you're also pickling cucumbers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to be doing more vegetables in a little bit, in a few months.
Right.
But I noticed the shelves around here that you have other products besides pickles. Tell us a little bit about them.
So I knew that Schenectady was not ready for just a pickle store. I knew that would be a far reach. I mean, they do have them in like New York City, but we just don't have that following here. So I wanted to really bring together the community, and I have like a natural food market with a bunch of local goods. Everything is pretty much New York State. There's a couple items from Vermont, but it's all about supporting local businesses and cross-promoting with them and really embracing the community feel. And a lot of the businesses are women-owned, so that's an even more exciting thing.
I noticed right behind us we have my favorite washing powder.
Yep. This is Carrie. She does an all-natural laundry detergent. She's at the Green Market. Her products are great. It's a natural laundry detergent. It's supposed to be more sensitive, better for the environment and everything. So that's really what I'm going for. Is I want to be the greenest store in Schenectady, or actually the whole capital region would be the end goal.
So the Dilly Bean is totally green.
Yes.
And I can attest to this washing powder because I've been using it for a few years now, and it is fantastic.
So all of the products come in bulk, so you can come in and get a half a pound of dilly beans or a full pound. The pickles are sold individually. I've been doing $1 a pickle, or 6 pickles for $5. I had to think about that. So yeah, if you just want to get a pickle on your lunch break, it's a great way to get one pickle, or you can bring them home. They are really great for your kids. There's no additives, there's no preservatives. It's literally salt water and vegetables and some spices.
So do you have different flavors of pickles?
Yeah, so right now I have a jalapeno pickle and a regular garlic pickle. The Dilly Beans also come in jalapeno and garlic, and I do sauerkraut currently in both flavors. I'm just excited to really use local products. I'm working with farmers that are 10 minutes down the road, and they're going to grow specific cucumbers and tomatoes and all sorts of yummy vegetables that we can pickle.
Now, you said people can come in on their lunch hour. Are there any other items that you have that they can grab for lunch here?
Yeah, so the end goal is to do grab-and-go lunch items. It is just myself at the store, so right now it's a little bit slower of a process getting there, but I really hope to expand into having healthy lunch options that people can grab and enjoy on their quick lunch breaks. I've worked around here in downtown Schenectady, and I know the options are very limited, so I'm excited to bring brand new options down to Schenectady.
I noticed you have a cool refrigerator here. They have some nut milks and kefir and different seltzers and sodas and coconut water. all those healthy things we're supposed to be drinking instead of certain brand name sodas that we shall not name?
Yeah, so they're actually made in New York State. They're natural cane sugar drinks. The ginger ale has real ginger in it and not caramel coloring. It's really exciting to find all these new products in New York State, and literally every day I have new products coming into the store. I mean, we just got a delivery 5 minutes ago. So it's really exciting. We're constantly changing, constantly expanding, and I'm always looking for new products that people are interested in. So I'm always willing to hear if, I have small businesses reach out to me daily about carrying their products, and I'm really trying to emphasize the community feel and promote with everybody.
And that delivery was some yummy looking pasta sauce, just FYI. Now I hear you doing some other little interesting things here at events here at the store.
Yeah, so our grand opening is going to be Mother's Day weekend. We're going to do hopefully a tasting with a lot of our vendors. And also there's, different programs that Schenectady runs. There's a kid event on June 2nd, and we're going to be doing a make-your-own pickle for all the kids. So kids are going to get to really see how pickles are supposed to be made, and they'll get to bring it home and watch how it ferments in their fridge.
Well, that sounds exciting. Right now, I can smell some yummy coffee. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I've been doing pop-ups on Friday with Storied Coffee. They're a coffee shop locally opening in Scotia. They're right down the road. They are young entrepreneurs just like myself. So I'm always looking for pop-up ideas. I love the fact that to really help cross-promote, it not only supports myself, but it supports them. It gets the word out. So I'm really excited that they are here.
And I think next we're going to meet the Storied, okay, I couldn't resist the pun, proprietor of Storied Coffee. So now we're talking to Richard Story of Storied Coffee, who's today is doing a pop-up event at the Dilly Bean. So, welcome.
Hi, Shelle. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure, especially because you're going to give me some of that lovely, yummy coffee of yours.
Coming right up.
Oh, and here it comes. Yay, yay. The magic of TV. Oh, it smells delish. I'm going to let it cool just a second.
Always a good idea.
So tell us a little bit about these special beans.
Well, the coffee that we're brewing is from a company in Saratoga called Crew Coffee. We are opening a coffee shop in Scotia, and we are essentially looking to do a lot of local partnerships. So we're not a roasting company at this time, but we are looking to kind of curate a lot of cool local and high quality local ingredients. All of our ingredients, we're looking at New York State companies for the different things, local bakeries and things like that. So, yeah.
Excellent, because I always support our local businesses. So tell us more about these beans. What makes them so special?
Crew Coffee, we love them because they have really just a high standard for quality. So they're finding they're working with green coffee buyers who are just sourcing fair trade. Green coffee means essentially unroasted coffee. So they get the coffee from green coffee importers, so raw beans, and then they'll roast them at their facility in Saratoga. And so that's the coffee that we're buying. It's what they have roasted, and so we're taking it into our hands and we're brewing it with really high quality brewing methods.
And tell us what those are.
Well, we're going to put an emphasis on espresso. So that's something that, espresso is something you really got to pay attention to. There's a lot of attention to detail. So we're talking about how much coffee is going in the basket. We're talking about how long you're pulling that shot for, how much water is coming through there. You can even talk about the temperature of the water. So just all kinds of variables in the equation when you're talking about brewing coffee. And we're paying attention to all of those and how that is going in so that the coffee coming out is the best it can be, the most delicious it can be.
Well, it sounds great, and this is a very good cup of coffee. Now, where exactly in Scotia are you going to be located?
So we're going to be at 109 Mohawk Ave, which is a building that has been there for ever, and has been a lot of different businesses over the years, but nothing with, I think, as much character as we want to bring to that little spot. So standalone brick face building. We're doing a bit of work in there, but we're excited to turn it around and turn it into something that is just a comfortable, warm, inviting place to enjoy coffee and community.
It sounds great. Now, it's not open yet, but how can people find out when you will be open?
Yeah, so we're hoping we'll open sometime in May. Just got the key yesterday, so that's coming soon. In the meantime, we're doing these pop-ups like here at the Dilly Bean, and we're very grateful to Abby for having us. In the meantime, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and both of those are just at Storied Coffee, Storied Coffee.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah.
And thanks for this wonderful cup of coffee.
Our pleasure.
And that's our show today. Thanks so much for joining us.